All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to Boxing Bananas, brought to you by Fight Bananas. Today we are going with a little bit of a untraditional, not the normal boxing, but we're going with dirty boxing tonight. We got some fights on a Friday, live from South Florida, Mike Perry's promotion. We got Dirty Boxing 3. I thought the last two were pretty good, so I was like, you know what? I'm not doing nothing on a Friday night. I already went out to dinner. Let's check out these fights. Especially, it seems like they're starting a little bit later than they were previously advertised. We see right here we got the lineup. It looks like this was supposed to start at 9:45, and obviously it's 11 o'clock or so. The first fight just went down. Janik versus Brown. That fight ended pretty quick. This guy won it. So we got to get this thing going. We got Martynov versus Phil Hawes coming in right now. Fights are about to start. Sergei Martynov is his DBX debut. He's 33 years old, height 6 foot, even reach 75 inches, weighed in at 193.2 pounds, and solid MMA record. So he's about to do his thing, and we'll see how it goes. It looks like they already introduced Phil Hawes, so we're about to get the action started right now, ladies and gentlemen. So let's get to it. We're about to start. Make sure that you DBX gaining traction fast. SG, yeah, you're right, bro. I mean, because it's good. You know what I mean? There's a lot of, even as a boxing fan, bro. There's a lot of criticisms I have with boxing that can make boxing more exciting. And this is obviously something that I don't think is going to replace boxing. Boxing is one of those things that I don't know if you're ever going to be able to replace it, but it's a good little alternative to being able to see some good striking, that doesn't have kind of the boxers that, have that lame style where it's like, I get it, it's the sweet science. They stick and move, do all of that, but you know what I'm saying? Nobody's getting excited for Haney's fight. Look like Hawes is pressuring early, looking solid, touching him with the jab, trying to, really gauge that distance, blocking some of the shots. SG was expecting them to grab a lot of the UFC alumni that easily and have celeb guests showing up on their third event. Bro, they had celeb guests on their first event, bro. They had Patrick Bet David in there with his whole squad. That's some big that's a big deal. And I see what you're talking about with this one. I saw Nate Diaz is in the house, Shaq is in the house. Who else is there? You know what I mean? I was at Texas Roadhouse earlier for dinner. I had my phone up, so I didn't really see a lot, but is there any other celebs in the building that I haven't seen? I gotta plug in my laptop in a second. I forgot I did this whole setup, forgot to plug in my laptop. Shaq's in the house, Shaq Diesel, yeah. Shaq Diesel. He's a Florida boy, so he's out there. Let me see how we looking on the laptop. Hold up, timeout. Bear with me for a second. I gotta plug my laptop in. All right, we're good. Laptop's plugged in, baby. We got power. Can't get rid of me that quick. All right, let's do it. 19 seconds left in the first round. I was a little distracted this round, so I don't know. I don't know who's got the first round. Chat, let me know if you got the first round. That being said, also chat, comment to be featured live on the screen. You know what I'm saying? We're out here. Ooh, little elbow late at the bell. Mike Perry saying protect yourself at all times. Rozenstruik walking in. Let's see how Rozenstruik does in this. You know what I mean? He's fighting Rakim Cleveland. Is that the Wolf? He's still fighting the Wolf? No, bro. Did the Wolf pull out? I guess I'm tripping, bro. I'm behind. The Wolf was supposed to fight that guy that beat Alex Nicholson. Which I mean, he did beat him up pretty good, but it's a shame that Alex Nicholson had that knee injury. It looks I don't know how that happened. I guess he hit the floor and his knee popped out. Which I seen that one other time, bro. I was like 12, dude. I was in 6th grade. I was playing basketball. Watched this kid fall on his knee on the concrete and it just popped out to the side. Anybody that's seen the last DBX knows what I'm talking about. His knee was just like here. All right, we got some action coming in early. They're tied up a little bit. I like how they had the option to fight out of the clinch. I just don't like the one arm tie. Okay, there we go. Phil's kind of broken that. Martynov got a little rear right hand hook coming out of the break there. Reset. Phil's trying to get his distance. Martynov trying to get his distance too, but he's kind of leaning a little bit. Phil with the right hand to the body. Martinez with the jab. Some Martinez, bro. This guy is not Hispanic. Martinov looking a little flabby, but I guess that's what happens when you weigh in at cruiserweight. What are the weight classes for this too? Are they boxing weight classes or are they MMA weight classes? That's the thing, bro. I'm sitting here doing a live stream. I don't really know too much, but you know, you know what they say. The late Roger Mayweather. Most people don't know shit about boxing. Oh, Martinov with the right hands in the clinch and then disengaged with the left hook, and he's pressuring. He's landing shots, man. And Phil's trying to hold, but there you go, ref. Break it up. That's a good break. Good break. Chat. What are we thinking? What are we thinking about this one? Oh, good one too. With another right hand. Phil's getting pieced up. Phil getting pieced up again. He's catching. He's eating right hands, bro. Another one. Another one. And a hook. He's retreating. Another right hand, bro. He's done. Another right hand. He's done. He's cooked. He's cooked, chat. Oh, he's trying to hold for dear life. Oh no. Double hooks. Double hooks. Oh, uppercut. Yeah. Oh no, Phil's done. He's in the corner. He's in the corner. Oh, another right hand. Oh, Phil slips, but another right hand. Another right hand, bro. Another right hand. Oh my gosh, this guy's at right hand Golden Corral right now. Oh my goodness, he's cooked. I mean, shout out to him for still even being here. Okay, Phil's. I mean, maybe he's punched himself out a little bit, but now it's the end of the round. He's gonna have another minute to recover. Martynov. Damn, bro. Sheesh. That was wild. Definitely a Martynov round. 100%. 100%. I don't know how Hawes stayed up. The first round, I don't know who won the round though. I was a little distracted. So anybody that watched it, chat, let me know. Let me know in the chat if you scored the first round. Bro, he was eating right hands. They're showing the replay right now. Boom, boom, boom. He was going body, dipping under, boom, dipping under, boom, cooking him. All right, Phil. Phil looks a little rejuvenated. Oh, they're bringing a doctor? No, Phil looks fine. Phil looks like he's trying to get back to it, but he needs to be careful because he's gonna run right into another right hand. They didn't see nothing. They're looking at him. The doctor's talking to him. No offense, I don't really like when it's a women doctor because they don't know nothing about fighting. They got somebody's pediatrician in there. No offense to my women fighters out there. Y'all know about fighting. These women doctors. I'm not gonna say what kind of doctor it was. Leah Torchinez, not the pediatrician. I'm sorry, Leah. You know what I mean. You know what I mean. No offense to my ladies out there. We got real lady fight fans out there, and shout out to y'all. But man, some of the times in Florida it happens though. I saw another fight that got stopped by a doctor, and it was like a lady doctor, and I was like, "What? Whose pediatrician is out here?" Yeah, I do know what you mean. Yeah, and even some of the male doctors, you're like, "Bro, who hired this guy?" Is I think it's Florida sometimes, man. Yeah, what if she was some dentist they got from next door or something? Yeah. I feel like I've seen some male docs make questionable calls. Leah, yes, absolutely. I agree with you. Because I feel like, I mean, it's got to be a tough intersect of like doctors that know about fighting. We, to this day, we still can't get judges that know about fighting. You know what I mean? Let alone doctors that know about fighting. Oh, snap, is Leah. Hey, SG. All right, yo, we got some royalty in the house. You know what I mean? Let's see what's going down in this. Phil looks like he's back, but he's not landing. Martynov's doing a good job at moving his head. Phil's I want to say Phil's best success is in the clinch, but it looks like Martynov's doing a better job in the clinch. Kind of leaning on him a bit. That's good. That's good. Lean on him. You got to wear him down. Okay, double jab from Hawes. Second one lands. Moved out of the way. Trying to control the hands a bit. Yeah, Mike Perry's saying that Phil Hawes is primarily a wrestler, so it looks like he's trying to wrestle a bit more. You got 15 seconds left. Bro, I swear if Phil wins this fight, that's going to be crazy. Based off of the first and third rounds compared to how bad that second round was for him. We'll see how it goes, SG. But at the same time, what do you expect the doctor to say? Yeah, keep fighting. Your orbital fracture is fine. I mean, yeah, I guess if it's obvious, sometimes it's kind of obvious they got a fracture. Sometimes I feel like you can't really tell until you get X-rayed. But I don't know, Leah, you know what I'm talking about when she had her comment earlier. I feel like I've seen some male docs make questionable calls. Yeah, and you can tell the fighters like, dude, what's going on? Some cuts, like there's certain. It all depends on the state. There's some states where I see there's a cut that's not really that bad, and then fights off, and then next thing you know, you see a cut like what Tyson Fury had against Otto Wallin, where his whole eye was like this back when Tyson Fury's undefeated before the rematch with Wilder. His whole eye was cut. I think it was November 2019, if I'm correct. One of the craziest cuts I've seen on an eye, and they let it go. And then he won. They could have easily took his undefeated record if it was in another state, but it's Tyson Fury. You got me, Leah. You know what's up. What's that pic? Where's that picture at, Leah? I see your picture there. Is that Temporia versus Oliveira? Were you in the house for that one? There's also sometimes I think docs let it go on when it should be called, just one of those things, differences of opinions. Yeah, 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 I agree. Sometimes I feel like there's a little home cooking and favoritism. UFC 317, yes, sir. Hey, damn. That's what's up. I was thinking about going to that one, but I went to 18 and 19. I just got back from Chicago a couple weeks ago. So I went to New Orleans and then I went to Chicago. And in between that, I went to Vegas for a conference for work. So that's why I decided to pick those two instead of going back to Vegas. Because there's only so much you could do in Vegas. You got like can't be going to Vegas all the time. Even today, I was talking to Dave about they're doing a fight in Vegas. I've already been twice this year. I said, "Man, I've already been to Vegas twice this year, and my wife is Puerto Rican, so you know what I mean. I can't be going to Vegas 3 times in a year. It's too much." Wanted to go to New Orleans so bad. New Orleans was dope. New Orleans, actually, you know what? The card was really cool. I wasn't a big fan of New Orleans itself. We didn't really do much besides like we were working during the week. We went to all of the fight event things. But other than that, man, like I'm too old to be on Bourbon Street. It's just a little bit too ratchet for my likings. Oh, the Cajun food was good. I gotta admit, the food was good. Andre Berto in the house with the Schmo. Andre Berto is talking about what he thinks about the rule set. He's saying that he can see some boxers moving into this space. I doubt it. Shout out to the Schmo. You know what I'm saying? Ran into him out out in Chicago. Hey, you know how it is. Oh, the ladies, let's go. Jessie Rose. I like Jessie Rose. I've always been a fan of her. Claudia Zamora. Who we got for this one? We got Jessie Rose. I got Jessie Rose. I definitely got Defo, the Aussie. She's got 2 fights so far, and this is her 3rd, or she's only had 1? Yeah, I think she's only had 1 in DBX, last card. Oh, the other girl's done bare knuckle. I think girls are more fun to watch in dirty boxing slash bare knuckle than UFC. You know what, Leah? I agree with you. I do agree with you, especially in the bare knuckle. I think the only fight I've seen is in the dirty boxing was Jesse Rose's last fight, and that I was like half watching. I think I forgot what I was doing, but let's see how this fight goes. But yeah, no, I agree with you. In the UFC, just depends on the lady, but you know, I think this adds a increased level of violence. Hold on, bear with me 1 second. Timeout. I gotta put the fan on. It's getting hot with these lights. Oh, they got her. So they had that first event. It was like a private event. What do they call it? What is that? Dirty Boxing Zero? It seems like she fought at that one. They have clips of that. All right. Jesse's saying 9 minutes of nonstop action. Let's see it. This is good too. They're both DBX winners. So I know some of these guys in here so far has been like it'll be somebody with a losing record versus a debut, which is straight because I mean they're building all this up. It reminds me of the early days of bare knuckle, where nobody really had a bare knuckle record at the time. I remember going to Paulie versus Artem, June 2019, Tampa, and there was a lot of those because it was still a bit newer at the time. The BKFC Lethway promotion should be sick. Is that a thing? Is that happening? Or are you saying that should? Is that where they do like headbutts and stuff? Apparently. Trying to see the DBX Street Beefs. The DBX and Street Beefs cross promotion. Let's see Wing C and Death Sentence in here. Oh, BKFC is now majority partner in Lethway. Let me see. Conor McGregor and David Philman. Number of groundbreaking announcements Thursdays from July. What do we think about Mike Perry fighting? Who the fuck is that guy? And Austin No Down Trout. He's fighting the Baboon. No way. The Baboon's kind of old though now, right? Isn't he like 43? Yoel Romero's fighting. Damn. Derek Brunson signed. That's right. We're not ready for that promotion. Headbutts are scary. Yeah, this kind of OD. You know what I mean? Jeremy Stevens, right? Yeah, yeah. He's fighting Jeremy Stevens. Who the fuck is that guy? Which he looks like he's been doing good in bare knuckle. He's a violent guy, so bare knuckle seems right around his wheelhouse right there. Stevens is always game for sure. The one thing is though, bro, he used to fight at 45 in the UFC. Then he was at 55 at bare knuckle. Then he went up to 65 and bare knuckle. And I'm assuming this fight is going to be at 75. So it's like, how many weight classes can you go up unless he's on that secret juice? Which, if he's on the secret juice, like, what? I don't know if they're drug testing and BKFC. I doubt it. If McGregor is trying to get into it, but I guess McGregor's pissing clean now. Besides whatever else he's, you know, whatever recreational stuff he's doing. Um, but yeah, whatever. You know what I mean? He looks like a 75er, but Mike Perry walks around at 190. Mike Perry's big, dude. Mike Perry, fun fact, knocked me out to the body one time in sparring. He's just strong, dude. It's like when you get in there in the clinch with him, he just kind of like throws you where, especially me. He was just throwing me wherever he wanted to. I was like, damn, dude. I like Stevens. I like Stevens too. I do like Stevens. Joel, see you soon, boy. All right. Final instructions for Claudia versus Jesse. Jesse Rose. Yeah, touch them up. There you go. It almost looked like they were kind of hesitant on the touch. All right, Jesse. I got $1 on Jesse. Oh, spinning elbow out of the gate for Claudia. Oh, Jesse with a right hand. Clinch right hand. Frame elbow from Jesse. Jesse looks like she's having a good time. Oh, she went with the 6-1. 6, I don't know if landed, but the one did. Triple jabs are landing. Oh, Claudia tried to spin on the elbow again. Jesse caught her, hit her with the 1-2. Jesse might win this fight. She's just looking a lot more comfortable in there. Claudia's already looking uncomfortable. Her face is red. Jesse had her in a standing arm triangle for a second. Damn, good jab off the angle change for Jesse. Claudia with the uppercut, rear uppercut, elbow in a clinch, check hook. Yep, she's using her feet pretty well. Jesse's looking good. Leah, you were right. Jesse is looking good. She looks like she's very comfortable in there. She looks like she's having a good time. Where Claudia looks very uncomfortable. Claudia's already cut. Jesse walked her into an elbow. Boom. Grabbed her. Elbow across the face with the left. Claudia is trying to land some body shots in this clinch here, but it looks like she's smothering herself. Those shots aren't really doing anything. And Jesse's the one that's kind of landing elbows inside of that clinch. I'm leaving this comment up until Jesse, doesn't look good because right now she's looking good. Jesse had some success with that uppercut, but she needs to not throw it so far out. Yeah, see, she's a little too far out with that uppercut. She needs to bring this girl into it. Get her close like that. Claudia with a jab. Jesse with another elbow. This other girl almost. Ooh. Oh, looks like she rolled her ankle a little bit. But she's cut on both sides. Jesse with another right hand. Another little hook. Another right hand. Oh, Claudia with a right hand though. Jesse got out of there. Got out of there real quick. Jab to the body. Good jab to the body. You need those jabs to the body to set up the upstairs. That'll set up right hands upstairs. That'll set up hooks upstairs. Nice round for Jesse. Leah was right. The women's fights are way more epic in DBX. Leah, looks like you know what you're talking about. I never doubted you for a second. I don't think this will go 3 rounds at this rate. That pediatrician might jump in here. Those cuts are bad. Man, fighting is dangerous. Yeah, this ain't a game. I know a thing or two. Yeah, I'm gonna stick to Mario Kart. I feel you, SG. I feel you, bro. I'm going back to this comment at the moment. Jesse looking good. Yeah, they're looking at her. They're telling her to keep her hands up and block. Because let's see what happens this next round. Yeah, you're right. Let's go, Jesse. Starting with the jab early, feint jab hook, double jab at the air. Boom. Oh, right hand for Jesse. Some good elbows. Oh, Claudia with a hammer fist. Claudia framing. Ref breaking it up. Claudia's looking a little bit better this round. A little bit. Oh, Jesse with some elbows to the top of the head. Jessie doesn't look phased. She doesn't. That's why I said, man, she looks really comfortable in there. And Claudia doesn't look like she's having a good time. Aussies are just crazy. Yeah, dude. I mean, they got to dodge all sorts of wildlife every time they go outside, even in their own house. Venomous spiders and snakes and stuff. Kangaroos trying to fight you outside. Ooh, Claudia's pressuring. Claudia's looking a little bit better this round. Jessie looks like she's getting a little bit winded, just a tad bit compared to the freshness of the first round. Oh, nice little right hand from Jessie, but rolled under, regained the center. Claudia trying to show her something from Southpaw. Didn't really. Oh, Claudia with some punches. Another hammer fist, some more punches. She's getting the punches in on Jessie. This might be a Claudia round, bro. It is a lot of blood, but there you go. Nice little angle jab from Jessie Jess. Oh, right hand from Claudia. Another right hand from Claudia. We got to fight, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, another one. And then a little, it's like this uppercut jab, the same one that Mike Perry hit MVP with. I'm giving this round Claudia. I'm going 1-1 going into the third. Oh, spinning back fist to a right hand from Claudia. Oh my goodness. Yeah, rain spiders there. Nice second round. Honestly, Claudia finding some rhythm, dude. She's finding a rhythm. Any word on why post fight brawl happened? Bro, I must have missed it. What happened? No chill. No chill MMA. Tell me what went down. Okay, Claudia, you saw that? That she solidified that round at the end right there, Leah. Also, ladies and gentlemen, tune in tomorrow because I'll be going live for the Misfits boxing tomorrow. We got Joey Essex fighting. Any of my Love Island people. We got Salt Poppy versus Ferguson. Dylan Dane is fighting in MMA. And then Darren Till versus Luke Rockhold. So make sure you tune in tomorrow. I'll be going live. Claudia's starting early. Prelim fighter got KO'd and attacked his opponent's corner. Damn, I gotta look that up. We'll look that up in between the fights. Oh, double right hands from Claudia. Two right hands in a row. There's actually a right hand, then a 1-2, but the two right hands landed. Misfits boxing with our Angel Baby Ferguson. Leah, you think Ferguson's gonna break the L streak against Salt Poppy? Salt Poppy's kind of nice with it, but he's taking some losses. I'm excited for Till versus Rockhold. Me too. Damn, these ladies are scrapping though. Hold on, I'm about to put this chat on hold. Kind of doubtful. Yeah, I started getting doubtful after loss number 6 that he was gonna win again. Oh, nice right hand from Jesse. Escape from Jesse. Retakes the center. Jesse with a little right hand. They clinch up again. Good break from the ref. Oh, nice right hand from Jesse. Some body shots from Claudia. Jesse's clinching up though. She doesn't like it anymore. That comfort that she had in the first round is looking like discomfort. She's done a nice little 180, or not a nice for her. For Claudia, yeah. Oh, good jab from Jesse. Good stiff jab. Claudia's doing better at being uncomfortable, making Jesse uncomfortable in the clinch. Because that's a big thing. When you're in that clinch and you got a forearm in your face and it's getting pushed against you like this, that's you don't like that. It wears on you mentally. Ooh, good shot. My Perry promoting his tequila. Anybody tried it yet? I don't think it's out yet. I don't think it's out. I think it's on pre-sale. I might have to order it. I might have to try it out. Give my boy Platinum a you know, some support. Boom. Claudia came back with that back elbow. 15 seconds left. Jesse with the shot. Claudia with shots. This is gonna be a tough fight right here to score. I don't know who takes this third round. Jessica Rose Clark's need a Carlos Prates spinning elbow, bro. Let me tell you, I was in the building for that. That was nuts. And then Murphy against Pico back to back. That was crazy. Made up for the main event. I'll say that much. Leah, Claudia is gonna take this one. I think she might, bro. I think she might. Leah, I don't drink, but take a shot for me. You know what? I might have to take it in quite a bit because I kind of quit drinking too. Say kinda because I was gonna quit drinking, but then I was like, all right, I got the Chicago 319 UFC 319, the VIP package, right? And in the VIP package, you go to the like the lounge, like the club, and it's open bar during the prelims. So I was like, oh, I can't quit drinking. I got the open bar soon. Well, then I got sick the morning of, and I was like, damn, I don't even know if I'm gonna be able to make it to the fight. I sucked it up, went to the fight. Obviously, I'm not gonna miss it. But didn't I had open bar, didn't drink nothing, and since then I haven't drank anything. So I gotta keep it going. Stiff jab and lateral movement can discourage clinching, right? Yeah, but I mean, you got to do a lot of it if somebody's rushing at you. It's tough. Beyblade style. A sip will do. Yeah, I might get it for decoration. We'll see. All right, split decision. Nope. They're gonna give it to Jesse. You got to give it to Jesse. No, it's got to be. Wow, 30-27 when Claudia had that strong second round is crazy. That's crazy. I guess the damage on her face, but damn. Someone hired a pediatrician as the judge. 30-27. Crazy, right? Crazy. 30 you watched I mean, somebody really watched that second round and said Jessica Rose Clark. Wild to me. Spinning back fist, right hand. I thought there was no doubt about that second round. But shout out to Jesse, good fight. Can't necessarily say she lost, but I think I would have scored it for Claudia. Is that John Anik? LOL. I think that's his twin brother. He has a twin brother. That's what I thought the first time too. I was like, dude, what is John Anik doing in here? When did he grow that hair? I think his name's like Jason. She's calling out Paige Van Zant. Paige will take that check. There he is. This is him, Jason Anik, John Anik's brother. So are they twin brothers, but John Anik is bald? He's gotta be bald up by choice, bro. Because there's no unless he got a hair transplant. Maybe. I mean, people do it. Look, hey, look at this right here. Colombia. You know what I'm saying? John Anik with hair. I was so scared for a second. Jason Anik, yeah. Oh my god, yeah. Sorry, I'm fried. Are you fried, dude? Are you deep fried right now? Paige Def taking that fight. Yes. Paige, dude. Paige fought freaking what's her face? Ellie Brooks or whatever her name is, the OF girl, and got dropped too. Are they twins? Yeah. Yeah, definitely. Definitely twins. Hair plugs expensive. Mine was like 55 all in, but they just take it out of the back here. They like it's like they microscopically like have like a hole punch that takes out your hairs from the back, and then they punch them into the front. So took some time. It was last October, October 1st. So it's growing in nicely. I'm trying to grow it out right now. That's why it looks so crazy. Because I'm like, all right, let me grow this out. Some people don't like to admit it, but I don't care. You saw that one interview with Joe Pfeiffer where the guy was like, "Oh, your hairline looks great. It looks like a great comeback." He got so butthurt. He was like, "I don't know if I like that." Like, dude, there's a bunch of videos of you with a horrible hairline, cooked hairline, and now you have a perfect hairline. So what are we talking about? You know what I mean? There's no hiding it. Same thing like with Damon Jackson. He's another guy. A lot of these guys did it. Francis Ngannou, Eric Nixick, all of them. I remember Eric Nixick. When he was cornering Tyson Fury, he still had the redness from it. Wait, who? I'm talking about Joe Pfeiffer. You haven't seen that? Let me pull that up. Okay, let me let me pull this up. One second. Let me share my screen. This one right here.
Joe, one of the biggest comebacks in sports is your hairline. Do a lot of fighters ask you about it because it turned out really well?
I don't know if that's an insult or not.
No, that was a compliment.
I'm gonna remember your motherfucking face now.
Dude, shut up. Shut up, bro. No, the Schmo didn't add dude, the Schmo, I was surprised I even saw him in Chicago because I haven't seen him do any like I haven't seen him get actual like media passes and press passes in a while. I haven't seen him really asking questions. I think he's just doing his side thing. I feel like Helen Yee actually gets more legit like press stuff than him. That's like his girl, but I don't know. Maybe he pissed somebody off. I feel like hair plugs are equivalent to a boob job. Kind of. I think so. Kind of. I don't know how much those cost. So let me know because I need to start saving up. Not for myself, but you know, ain't no shame. Yeah, exactly. Ain't no shame in my game. LOL, you could tell Joe genuinely didn't know if that was an insult or not. Nah, I think he's just being a douche. Wow, ew. I don't like Piper for that. Ha ha ha. Me either, dude. I was like, bro, I don't know. I feel like I don't want to hate on people, especially fighters and stuff. For one, they'll whoop my ass. But it's like, dude, what are we doing? I have friends getting done for 5 to 6 in the states. We're at Miami. All right, here we go. We got Bryan Battle walking out. Classic Piper response. Yeah, I know. Bryan Battle walking out. Just took this fight. Was supposed to fight in Chicago. Country roads take me home to the place where you can get your tits done. West Virginia. Bryan Battle, let's go. I'm excited to see this. I was supposed to see him fight in Chicago, but I guess not. How do we feel about him getting cut? Do we feel like it was the right decision, or do we feel like maybe they should have kept him around? Legend has it the tally mark tattoo battle has is all the times in this way. Yo, that's hilarious. Clip that chat, clip that. That's hilarious. If I could clip that, I would. I don't really know how to do that. But yeah, what do y'all think? You thought it was the right decision for him to get cut? Because at first I was like, oh, I don't know if we should cut him, but now it's like you kind of have to have a sacrificial lamb, to everyone else on the um what's it called? On the roster. He weighed in at 186, so I guess he made weight for this one. I don't care that he was cutting more than that. He's at DB. Yeah, you know what, Lee? I agree with you. Who gives a fuck about UFC? He can fight in this. You know what I mean? If he was like top five, on his way to a title run, I would be kind of like, ah. But yeah, he can fight in here. Maybe do some MMA events. Try to work his way back. As long as he can prove that he can make weight, then he'll be fine. But he's like the 2025 Johnny Hendricks. Missed weight at 170, went up to 185, missed weight at 185. Come on now, except he never won a title. He sure did make weight for this. I know, right? And he's still looking a little soft, as in the mid-range region. I think he's about to shine here. Getting cut is the base base for dirty boxing. Yes. Yes. Johnny Hendricks. Bryan Battle got to hit up my boy Mike Dolce. Mike Dolce, he's got to hit him up. 100%. 100% weight makes with all of his fighters. And then as soon as Johnny Hendricks dumped him, he had all the issues. But also, who knows, they were saying Johnny Hendricks was on that secret juice back when he was champion. So that might have had something to do. Like there's all sorts of stuff you could take, peptides, everything. He was probably on semi-glutide before that was even a thing back in 2014 when he was champ. I know it was a long time ago, but what do we think, guys? You think that he beat GSP? You think he got robbed? Brian's only 30? Yeah, what do you think? You thought he was younger or you thought he was older? All right, here we go. Here we go. It's about to start, guys. Who we got? We got Battle? I'm assuming we all got Battle in this. See, look. Oh, took a right hand already. You can see his tummy flapping around. Damn, it looks like he's already got a cut on his head. Freitas. Big swings from both of them. Oh, right hand drops him. Or left hand, I should say. They stalemated it. Get up. Battle's going to drop him again. Battle's going to drop him again. Oh, he dropped him again. He's grabbing the leg. Damn, so that's the defense right there is you just grab the leg and you're good. He doesn't want to get up. He's going to wave it. Oh, wow. W's in the chat. Let's go. He needs an opponent that's going to actually fight him, though. But, I mean, short notice fight. Yeah, give him something. Wow, what a trash fight. The Butcher. He's got Shenron on his back. Yeah, you're right. Damn, Bryan Battle is showing a replay right now. Damn, the Shenron's going all the way down his leg. That's crazy. That is a crazy tat. I like how it kind of goes down his hip because I've seen people that get it on their butt, and I'm like, dude, I would not be at the tattoo shop with my cheeks out. If you get what I'm saying. I don't think they meant to feed him like that. Do you? Do you mean like give him like an opponent like that? Or feed him like that, as in him getting fat like that? Look at that tummy. But yeah, either way, no, I agree. I don't think they meant. He looks a lot bigger than this guy too. And for Bryan being a guy that was at welterweight, yes, not food. Yeah, he didn't mean to feed himself before UFC 319. Shenron couldn't help him make weight. I know, he should have had that as one of his wishes. But you could tell, bro, he needs to be a 170-pound fighter. Like that, you have too much body fat on you. Yeah, Liam had food. Yeah, people been hyped about him coming in. So it would have been a better for a better fight. You know what I mean? But I guess it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Leah, are you the one that's been doing the other watch alongs? Is that you? Yes, sir. Okay, nice. That's what I was thinking. Part of the Fight Bananas community right here. What's up with everyone on Fight Bananas having curls? All the girls got curls. I see y'all. What drop the routine? You know what I mean? I seen the announcements today for UFC. I know. I know. I bought the whole routine for my wife. I bought the freaking whey, cream, not your mother's gel, John Frieda, mousse, Redken, leave-in conditioner, the diffuser on the shark. You know what I mean? I bought all of that. Nice. Yeah, the whey is how you pronounce it, right? Whey. I sometimes I put that in here because my hair is getting kind of long. So what I'll do is I'll put that in here just to kind of like it'll kind of give it a little bit, and then it'll make it kind of like calm down. And then I put like a gel cast. I'll do the diffuser on it for a little bit, only for like a minute. I don't have to sit there like you girls there for freaking 30 minutes. And then I just kind of like break it up a little bit, and then it makes it look better than this little mug that I got going on right now. You know what I'm saying? Are these real hair care products? Yes. Yeah, that's what we talk about in the fight chat. You know what I mean? But no, yours are solid. Those look like some healthy curls in there. So shout out to you. You got the routine down packed. It looks like. All right, we got Hector Lombard coming up next. Hold on a second. Where's the stream? There we go. I need a nightly skincare routine. Oh, dude, my cousin's an esthetician, right? So I had her literally like look at my skin, and give me a routine, which I don't do every night because I'm a guy. But Neutrogena is a solid formula, she said, for the wash. It's like the Hydro Boost. It's a solid wash. I use the milk foliant every other day for the kind of the scrub. It's like a sand almost. Like Oz Skincare. I'm currently waiting on a huge order of Medicube skincare. Dude, Leah, I got the Medicube, the gold bottle, the one that it's like a mask, and then it has a little thing, and you put it on, you peel it off in the morning. I've done it twice now. Wake up in the morning, I'm like, yo, I look like how I did in 2015. You can't really see these anymore. It like kind of calms them down a bit. And then I start going crazy during the day and then they come back. Yes, baby skin. Exactly. You know what I'm talking about. Are you getting one of the masks? Are you getting the one that I'm talking about, the gold one? Or there's that like pink salmon one I seen that's kind of viral. I see it on TikTok. I bought it on TikTok shop. Let Botox take care of those forehead wrinkles. I gotta go get some Botox. You know what I mean? I got this right here on the side. You know what I'm talking about? I did it once. I went with my wife. Did it one time, but you know, it's like, damn, I'm gonna spend that every 6 months. I gotta upgrade from bar soap and water, bro. If you're using bar soap and water for your face, you're cooked. You're cooked. Upgrade, do one step at a time. Go get that Neutrogena Hydro Boost. You can get that at Walgreens. Start with that, and then a moisturizer. You can get some moisturizer. I got that one. I forget what it's called. I think it's Avena. It's like a beige little thing, and then a hydronic acid as well. I have that, but getting a whole bunch of stuff. LOL for the sure the pink salmon is in there, like 150 bucks for two of their big packages. You're gonna have to do a I just followed you, so do a when it comes in, do a haul, put it on your story. I'll peep. All right, here we go. We got Hector Lombard fighting next. Lombard versus Cannon. Cannon. Nick Cannon's brother. For sure. I dove in head first. You lost me at Pink Salmon. I'm excited for Lombard. Yeah, let's see what my boy Lombard goes. Let's go, Cuba. Viva Cuba. Dios mío. Mike Perry saying you put a pair of shorts on a boulder and you basically got Hector Lombard. Yeah, he's fought in this yet? Let's see. I mean, they're gonna drop the records in a second. I need to go to one of these. Just take a little drive down. Where do y'all live? SG, Leah, where do y'all live? Are y'all in Florida or not? Bro, Hector's 47. Is this a joke right now? That is crazy. They're both making their DBX debuts. Wow. Wow. Yeah, so they're going off of my question earlier was, are they doing boxing weight classes or MMA weight classes? But it looks like they're going off of MMA weight classes. Oh, you're in West Virginia? Dude, who lives there besides you and your friends, I guess? I've never heard of anybody living in West Virginia for real. No offense. 47. Yeah, it's in Coconut Grove, right? Me. Yeah. Do y'all even have an airport over there? Or you gotta drive to Maryland or Virginia, I guess, right? That's crazy, bro. You talking about 47? Yeah. West Virginia sounds low key kind of nice. I bet it's pretty solid. I bet the views are nice. Charleston, and there's one in Clarksburg. Yeah. All right. Here we go. Hector looks like he got the talking about hair. He looks like he has the tattoo on his head. You know how they do the tattoo where they make it look like a hairline? That's what it looks like he's got. You can tell where it's still shiny on top of it, and it don't actually look like hair. Looks like he got it like 10 years ago, and it's kind of faded a little bit. No one. I'm talking about this. Looks like the mic's breaking up a little bit on the ref. All right, let's go. Let's see if Hector can do the damn thing at 47 years old. Southpaw versus Southpaw. Yeah, that's got to be a tattoo, right? Oh, they're swinging. Oh, left hand from Cannon. Oh, another one drops Hector. Oh, he's done. He's cooked. He's cooked. He's cooked. Damn, Cannon cooked him quick. Oh my goodness. Holy. Holy. Wow. Damn, Hector's cut on his head too. Hector said, "I'm out. Fuck this." He dipped. Have a few words for the cannon. Cannon. Tell that to my mother. Cannon. Wow. Hector's 47. Yeah. Yo, oh damn, this guy's a light heavyweight. I was about to say put him against Bryan Battle, but he's a light heavy. I mean, Bryan might as well fight at light heavyweight if he can't make weight at 85, but we'll see. Hector needs to wrap it up, brother. You're 47, bro. What are you still fighting for? Especially trying to scrap like that. Like the only person I've seen really has success is Bernard Hopkins. I mean, you had like Randy Couture back in the day, but I think he was like 45, 47. You're getting really up there. Manny Pacquiao's 46, just had a draw for the world title. So who knows? Maybe I should shut the up. Ryan should fight at overweight. Yeah. That was wild and sad. Yeah, it is kind of, but it's fighting, especially when you're 47. Like, what was sad when we saw freaking Vitor Belfort versus Evander Holyfield at like 65. Like that was sad, actually. All right. Looks like we got the main event next. Rozenstruik versus Cleveland. I wonder when Cleveland stepped in. Rozenstruik versus Cleveland. When did this other guy pull out? All right, let's see. Asking Chat GPT. The Wolf pulled out of the main event. Rakim Cleveland stepped in. A few days before the event, 4 days before, it was confirmed that Rob Perez pulled from the fight due to unspecified reason/injury, and Rakim Cleveland was named as his replacement. Oh, excuse me. Dude, this guy Cannon's going in right now. He's going in right now. All right, so it looks like we had Janik win, Martynov win, Clark, Battle, Cannon. It looks like Cannon was the first B-side to win, first blue corner to win all night. So shout out to him. He's talking to Platinum right now. He's telling him he's coming back for sure. Let's see if Cleveland could get the B-side upset on the main event for the title. He looks older than 32. Yeah, he does. Rakim Cleveland said, YOLO, I'm taking this fight on 4 days' notice. He's got those combat gloves on, warming up. Those are solid. They're pretty tough though. I have them right over there. The blue ones and the red ones. Landon Quinones wearing the OnlyFans. I think it's kind of crazy that a lot of these people are sponsored by OnlyFans. Like I get it, OnlyFans isn't supposed to only be like, OnlyFans, but kind of already is. I won't don't download the app on my phone. I'll get in trouble immediately. I can't be doing that. And they got the schmo in there. He's the man for DBX. They had to get somebody, right? What do we think about the news from yesterday? Was it yesterday, right? The Islam Makhachev main event against JDM. That's going to be a tough fight for Islam with JDM. I'm trying to go to 322. That's at Madison Square Garden, right? That's 322. I was thinking about it. I went to the last one, the last Madison Square Garden card, John Jones with Stipe. I went to that one. That one was solid, but I don't know. I've been to too many. So like I went to that one. I went to what was it, 309? Or was that 309? That was 309? I don't even remember. Was that 304? I have the shirts in my closet. I went to that one. I went to the Vegas. It was Alex versus Magomed Ankalaev. I went to that one. Then I went to 318 and 319. So in the past year, I went to 4. So I think I'm tapped out at the moment. Yeah. Fights get leaked a few months in advance, so it's not really news anymore. Yeah, I know. They're pretty much leaking it beforehand. I think the Valentina versus Wei Lee should be solid. That was kind of like the only fight that there is to even make. You know what I mean? And it looks like they're doing the whole vacating thing. So the one girl, I forget her name. She's fighting Mackenzie Dern for the vacant. I went to MSG December 24 when Stevie Jones were originally supposed to fight. What did you go to MSG for? Oh, December 24. Oh, you're talking about December 23 is what you're talking about, right? Yeah. Yeah. With Alex versus Yuri. I love Valentina. Yeah, I saw Valentina fight in Jacksonville. Um, yeah, when they were originally supposed to fight. That whole situation was crazy. That was crazy. How they were supposed to fight and then they wait a whole year and Alex and Yuri became the main event. How about Alex in that new movie he's in? What's the movie? I don't know what the movie is. I saw that he was shooting for a movie though. All right, here we go. Main event. Paid 1,300 for those tickets, bro. Damn. Where were your seats? What seats you had? Yo, you don't want to know what we paid for the past couple events with the VIP. We had the past 3 events. We've had VIP for it. Not the Madison Square Garden one, but the past 3 we did. It's like you get, I don't know, you get like catered food, open bar, meet and greets with all the fighters. I always get the mid-level tickets. That's the move, to be honest. That's the move. Like I did the floor one time in Tampa, and I was like, okay, it's kind of cool to be down here, but the move is to be like in that, you know, teen range, like higher teen range, especially for UFC. In boxing, you can be maybe like row 11 because then you could see through the ropes. But with the UFC, you want to be higher up so you can see over the cage, really, you know. Nah, VIP is crazy. So you rich. I just work hard. You know what I'm saying? That's what I like to say. We work hard over here. You know what I'm saying? Every day I'm hustling. Movie's called Onslaught. It's a A24 film. That's coming out in theaters or not? You know what I'm saying? We out here with my boy Marty. There's some of the VIP. My boy Brahalio. Where's the other one? Where's the pictures that we took the day before? We took some really cool photos with we were hanging out with like Pantoja, just like having a photo shoot with him. I was chatting with Roy Vol for a minute because I met him at Louisiana also. So we were chatting about all sorts of stuff. It's cool being back there. I was chatting with Guida for a bit. We were talking about fishing. He was telling me about his guide service. We might book it. We might go fishing with Guida. His first acting role, he's the main villain in the movie. Let me look this up. Onslaught. The best I can do is picks I have it with Bruce Buffer, Herb Dean, and Joe Rogan. That's legit. Joe Rogan's legit. I met him one time backstage in 2016. I like snuck backstage, was wearing a suit, so people just thought I belonged there. And the security wasn't as tight. And he was just like walking out, and I just talked to him for like a brief second. Met him really briefly. But I wasn't like, let me get a picture. I didn't do that with anyone because I would have blown my cover. But what's it called? I haven't met Herb Dean. I met Brad Tate though. That was cool. This was breakfast in New Orleans. And then right when I was going into the elevator in the hotel, I ran into my boy Secret Juice. Tate is cool. That guy's legit. It's showtime. Let's do it. It's showtime, ladies and gents. Time to do it. All right. Who we got? I'm rooting for Cleveland. I'm rooting for the upset. Rozenstruik's cool or whatever, but dude, I hopped on the hype train when he first was in the UFC, right? I was like, "Oh, dude, this guy, blah blah blah," and then he had a couple snoozers, And when it's 5 rounds, think I look like Cheeto. Cheeto, dude, I saw him in Chicago. He was with Rogan. We were getting ready to walk in because we did the pictures in the octagon at the end of the event, right? We did these photos. And as we were standing there to get in there, Joe Rogan walks by and my wife's like, "Look, that's Cheeto." And I thought she was talking about Cheeto Vera. I was like, "Yeah, we just saw him at the lounge." She's like, "No, it's fucking Cheeto Santino." I turned around. By that point, he had already like turned around and was walking off. But it was cool seeing him because I think he lives in Chicago. All right, here we go, ladies and gents. Let's go, Cleveland. We got an open stance fight. Southpaw versus Orthodox. Come on, Rakim. Rakim, Cleveland. Let's see the upset. Go full Ngannou right here. 20 seconds. Let's see it. They're feeling each other out right now. Cleveland got to be careful walking in. He might walk into that right hand. All right. No punches thrown yet. 40 seconds in, 45 seconds into the fight. Rozenstruik throws a shot. Nothing's landed so far. But it's heavyweight boxing, heavyweight dirty boxing. Rozenstruik tries to throw a little hook, level change. Not level change, angle change. Ooh, Cleveland looked for the pull counter immediately from the southpaw. This is one of those, you know what I mean? Nothing's happening right now, but something can happen very quickly, especially with these big boys. Like Biggie Boy, Rozenstruik. Let's go, Cleveland. Come on, bro. Man, they ain't doing nothing so far. Oh my goodness. Oh no. Biggie Boy put him out. Oh my god. Oh my god. What did I say? What did I say? SG. This is some serious shadow boxing. Literally, bro. But just like I said, I was like, man, whole lot of nothing's going on, but something can happen quick. Damn. Damn. Wow. Oh man. Oh man. Oh man. Cleveland. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Well, I guess that's the event, ladies and gentlemen. Make sure you catch me tomorrow Tomorrow we're gonna be watching the Misfits boxing. Dylan Danis, Joey Essex, Salt Poppy versus Tony Ferguson, El Kukui, and then the main event, Darren Till versus Luke Rockhold. Misfits. Leah, what are you doing tomorrow? You going out during the day? If not, hop on the stream. I'm sure you got the link, so you could just hop in whenever. You know what I mean? You don't need an invite. Part of the fam. But we'll definitely be live tomorrow. What time are the fights? It's in England, so it's England time. I'll pull up the time right now though. Let me figure this out. I'll just add ChatGPT fight time tomorrow for Misfits boxing. Finding fight details, searching Misfits boxing. All right, it says prelims are at 1 p.m. Main card is at 2 p.m. Eastern time. Main event ring walks is 6 p.m. Eastern time. Holy moly. Holy moly. All right, so let me pull up the card for tomorrow. Actually, pink salmon. Yeah, you know what I mean? You know, pink salmon Metacube. 1 second. Let me pull up the card for Misfits boxing. What's the wolf doing in here? The wolf tried to crash it, bro. You just pulled out of the fight 4 days ago. What are you doing, bro? Get this cornball out of here. Let me see what the card is. My man's speaking another language. All right. Main card, the prelims. We got 3 fights. And then here we got Amir Anderson, this Ferrari guy, Chase Demore. This that guy that like was doing these punches before. He got an egg thrown at his face. Ty Mitchell versus Sean Hempfield. This is actually a legit boxing fight. My boy fought Sean Hempfield. My boy fought him in Philly when Sean Hempfield was like 12-0. He fought him on short notice, put up a really good fight. The thing about Sean Hempfield, fun fact, this guy, William Skull, had fought Sean Hempfield, and that gave him a like IBF title elimination fight, or not title elimination fight, but it gave him the mandatory position for Canelo's title off of a win off of Sean Hempfield, which I thought was crazy. And now he's over here on Misfits Boxing. So that should be a solid fight. Joey Essex is crazy fighting. But we'll see what's up. I guess he's been training with Connor Ben. If you don't know Joey Essex from Love Island, UK, Dylan Danis, they're fighting in Misfits MMA title. First MMA bout in Misfits Boxing. guarantee you Dylan Danis is just going to shoot for a leg and try to get like a, some sort of a leg lock or a toe hold or something. Ferguson versus Salt Poppy. So yeah, I'll probably start it at, let's see, what time did it say? 2 o'clock. I'll start it at 2 o'clock. I'll probably go the whole time, all the way until 6. You know what I mean? So I'll get my white monster ready, and we'll be ready to go tomorrow for Misfits boxing. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna be out here. We're gonna be in the house. You feel me? That being said, ladies and gentlemen, you know what I mean? Good little night of fights, getting us ready for tomorrow. And we're gonna have a good time. So I will hold on, we got one more comment. Gang. Exactly. So yeah, if you're available tomorrow, hop in the live. If not, I'm gonna be going solo dolo. Peace out, SG. We'll see. Maybe Johan's in the house. You know what I'm saying? But all right, guys. Until next.
Are you ready for the main event?
2 hits. Me hitting you, you hitting the floor.
It's over.
It's time for Boxing Bananas, brought to you by Fight Bananas.